Cheers, COD family. It's your princess. Welcome to my live stream. Welcome, everyone. I thought we'd take a quick look on that new season of Strive 3. It was a little bit weird the way it was announced because normally it was supposed to upcome where the question mark is, but for any reason they put it now in the middle. But there are some crazy changes, and I don't have much time. I have to go back to work in about an hour or something. But I just wanted to have a first look with you because it looks like we got some crazy changes. Yeah, let's go into it in the introduction. How is the season map looking? For me, that looks like the normal Tamaris map, and we are fighting for the Flame Dragon again. And they made some special changes about the features, guys. It's super crazy what we will get over here. And guys, don't forget, if you enjoy the stream over here and chill with me, please drop a like. That helps me out a lot. And we can now go into the season features. And I don't know if I understand everything fully, but from what I got, we don't need a Diplo anymore. The allies are setting from the game, and that was for me, oh my God. And some other crazy changes, but we will just read through it, and everyone can just see what will be new, what are the changes. And here you can see real quick who wanna read over here the season overview. But that is kind of normal. We get the Flame Dragon again, but the features are the massive changes in my opinion. So let's look through them real quick and do a short live stream. A new crisis begins, new opportunities. Camp versus camp. Lords from across the realms will form two camps, the summoners and the hunters, to fight for control the Flame Dragon. The two camps will set out from 4 regions of Belleron, entering the wilderness to uncover the secret of the dragon bones and put an end to the dragon crisis. So it is kind of divided into camps, and the second one here gives us a little bit more an idea. The team up feature during the scenario registration matchmaking phase, this season will introduce realm classes and team up mechanics. I kind of expect that will be work like a warband or something like that. That is how I get it. And it says registered realms will be divided into A, B, C, and D class realms. A and B class realms can team up together, as can C and D class realms. The realms with the most power in their class will be designed as Paragon realms. Paragon realms cannot team up together. Once the team-up phase has ended, realms that are yet to team up will be automatically matched with partners. Finally, teams of similar power will be matched against each other, with one team being designated the summoners and the other the hunters. The two camps will then battle across the Belleron. Okay, how we can read this? I haven't played Rise of Kingdom. That's why I'm not, why I don't know how they do that here. But I know they have that kind of categories as well. But it looks like that you get a kind of ranking A, B, C, or D, and that will be in the matchup. But does it mean that the teams have to team up before even the matchmaking is made? That's kind of weird. Or did I read that wrong? Realms that are there yet to team up will be automatically matched with partners. So you kind of choose your allies from the begin, or they just choose that for us. We never getting Noir, EIS, BDO, Echo in one season. Yeah, that is the question right now. So basically, are they mixing it up with power, and then they categorize us and maybe say, okay, that is a powerful A realm, they have to fight for their own. But as I see that, you have at the end 2 camps fighting each other, and the allies kind of is decided by the game when I get it correct. Then we have form fellowships to overcome obstacles. 5 lords from the same realm can form a fellowship. Lords in a fellowship can level up their comrades, share heroes and artifacts, and make use of powerful features such as Legion teleportation. And that seems like a super huge change as well, because when I read that correct, 5 people from the same Alliance server can share their artifacts, can share their heroes, and I mean, that is kind of cool, especially for the free-to-play low spenders, because they can get from the whales who have everything maxed and using their heroes. I kind of expect it will be maxed, that you can maybe use 1 or 2 heroes from each other and maybe 1 artifact. Yes, so that is something I like to see, because the team thought behind it that the low spenders and free-to-play get a little bit supported from the Alliance, as they can use their heroes and artifacts. I think that is a really good change. Will be interesting to know if the merits you get with that heroes counts for yourself, or you have to split them or anything like that. What I understand is 2 strong realms and 2 mid ones, so no 2 powerful ones can get teamed up and kind of carry. But if we go to that again, Genesis, the question is, but isn't that unfair again? Because when they team up the strong ones with the not so strong ones, and they just get overrun at the end, I can because it is really not clear for me how that kind of works right here. I mean, if they make it like they put us together in a realm and the game decides the camps for us, I would really say that would be amazing, because we had so much Diplo dramas. And yeah, then maybe in futures people have to team up because the game decided for them. And you have not that. I have a year ago issues with that alliance. I have that problems, etc. So that could be kind of helpful, you know? Okay, Genesis, give me an example how you understand it, that I get that correct. I mean, they will definitely divide us. The question is, when will they will probably categorize us before in A, B, C, and D. But if A and B class can team up together as can C and D class realms, and we think that A is the strongest and D is the less power, then it kind of doesn't make so much sense. The realms with the most power in their class will be designed as the Paragon realms, and they cannot team up together. Because still, if you think about, for example, you get a very strong server, yes, like EIS, BDO, Echo, Noir, NTS, LTS, whatever, all the names out here. Let's say 2 powerful kingdoms are Noir and EIS, and the mid ones are HP and DAI. Okay, so EIS and Noir cannot ally with each other. So each of the strong alliance have to team up with 1 mid one. But that I kind of like. If it works that way, that is I kind of like, because then it's super balanced and you cannot do the nap move, yes, and just overpower. But that would be kind of cool, because then they could finally bring the G2, G3, G1 all together, and that sounds kind of fun for me. But at the end of the day, I feel like the mid-power realms have still the disadvantage, because they now, in every KVK, they have the big, strong alliances powerful against them. So for them, maybe it's super hard, you know? Yes, okay. And Salas gave an example to EIS, Echo, HP, IR, then EIS only partner with HP, or IR, not Echo, yeah. A play with B and C. A play with B and C play with D, yeah. Yeah. But that kind of would mean that, for example, in my opinion, it would make sense if they put the strongest one in A And in B, the lowest one, and then put the strongest and the lowest one together. In my opinion, that's how I would do, and then the two other ones together. So A won't ever get a D server, yeah. And depending on who their ally is, mid server will never get dragon. And I kind of expect if they make that kind of camps, yes, I assume the season end rewards will be for the camp. So in that moment, maybe the realms who team up together get the season end rewards. And that would be kind of cool because we had always that issues. You made allies through the season and then you had to decide who get the season end rewards, you know? And that is always kind of annoying because as allies, you work together the whole season. So that is what I kind of expect if they make that camps, guys. I really think that could work out because in that case, when everyone gets the season end rewards, that would be fair, yes? Because you work a whole season together and that would super cool. I'm sure there aren't gonna be that weak, hopefully not. No dragons can be shared, I think. Yeah, but if they make that new design with camps, like a warband and stuff like that. Hi Manu, welcome to the stream. Big W move if they allow the camps to get rewards. I mean, that is what I kind of expect. And I assume, because we see that a little bit later here, camps pass permissions. Players can send legions through paths occupied by their camp to join forces with their allies and vanish enemies. And that is also good because you can use the same passes, so it kind of will work like a warband, yes? Like we had that warband before, that you can just use their passes and everything. You have that makes life easier. And additional, you probably can't attack each other, what makes it easier as well. So you have not always to stay when you attack with your allies together, one on the left side, one on the right side, and then someone hits by accident their own allies. All that stuff won't happen again, you know? So that is kind of, in my opinion, it is a huge change. If they give us that camp option and that has kind of warband features with the same end rewards for all, I would really like that. Good morning. Welcome to my stream. Rapid Siege Warfare, so nice. Yeah, let's look to the next one. And that I need your help as well. If I understood that correct, the horns of Have War have sounded. The region of Calon Central, the speed of building and destroying alliance buildings have been greatly increased. That is a huge W because we don't want to build always 2 hours and don't have process. We want war. But here comes the tricky part. Alliance towers, alliance siege bastions, and alliance fortresses also no longer need to be built within the boundaries of alliance territory. Then, I mean, the fortress is okay, the siege bastions okay, but I can randomly place a tower on the map. Do I understand that correct, guys? A tower? I mean, that would be, you just drop anywhere on the map a tower. I mean, I kind of like that you don't have to use always and you have to build so long till you reach a part or something like that. But then there's the next thing coming. When alliance territory is lost, players whose cities are located within the territory will be relocated to a random location within their affiliate region. That basically means you get teleported back to zone 1 in safe zone. But it also means we can't rally cities anymore. So I don't know if that's so cool. I mean, I know some people don't like that, but I think especially when I look now with the people I played around, we all played that game 1.5 years. I mean, you know what happens in a war zone. So when you go AFK or go to sleep, you just put a bubble or go zone 1. I mean, that's what the English says, but I'm not sure that's what it means. I kind of agree because I think that in that case, you never can rally a city again because the only possibility you had to rally a city was when they lost the alliance territory. So now, when they will get, the moment the territory is lost, get relocated back to their zone 1, there is no more city rally. Seems odd with the building no longer need boundaries. Yeah, and that is the next thing. I mean, I could maybe imagine that for a fortress, that you can just place a fortress somewhere and kind of need to get your army ready. But does that also mean we have not to touch anymore to destroy? Or, I mean, you can randomly place a fortress and then go for their territory. It's super crazy. No, they don't go back in zone 1, just teleported to a random spot in that same zone. Ah, okay. Yeah, but if it's maybe working like the siege tower, when you get bombed out, there it is like when you get relocated from bombing out with a siege tower, the moment you log in the game again, your city shows up in the game. But before you log in the game, your city doesn't show on the map. So it could be a kind of safety option, but I think they have to clarify that. So let's look a little bit more here. We have the army groups again, and I kind of like that. But it looks like we don't get talents again. No season talents. How I read this. What I kind of am the happiest, because that means no risk to get long range warfare again. It looks like we can enable that in the policies now. You can create army groups formed of infantry and cavalry units. I think that's a nice feature. And after they make the changes that they all have the same march speed with the last update, I think that is kind of cool. So it works after creating an army group, other players can deploy their legions to join in it and fight shoulder to shoulder. That is nothing new. Then we have normally the statues. They will be, you can reach ancestor statues through passes and statue portals. That is something. I'm not so much a fan of statues, but there's a nice extra reward, something to do. And then there are new policies as well. But I have two big question marks, and that is how that teaming up works with that mechanics. And the other one is really like that building. I mean, if you randomly can place your towers on the map, that sounds still super weird for me. I hope no low range warfare. But but Salas, you are Archer main, aren't you? Or did that change? It's just 4 to take if it's there, I feel, as Archer main. Yeah. I mean, even as a not Archer main, the last season of Strive #2, the mages seasonal talent was so crap. So I took just the long range warfare as well and played my 1 Archer march with it. I kind of want long range warfare. The map looks like the one we had recently. Yeah. I mean, they probably... It kind of depends how they will do that, but if they make the camps, I kind of expect it is left versus right, or a little bit. It's Nuvola and Suland versus Forgotten Lands and Dalaran. But yeah, maybe not, because there is another zone they can fight each other on the top, so depends, and you probably can't fight your own camp. So it is super interesting how that is going. But I was logging in the game this morning, and I was like, oh my God, there are massive changes, guys. And I would totally like if the game decides the allies, if it's fair matchups, and if they make it that the whole camp get the season end rewards, I would really say that is super game improving. And I like it's only 4 regions again. I was not a fan of the 6 regions. Mexei was my best performing march last KVK. Yeah, I mean, for everyone, probably. We will see. I mean, I'm super excited about the new mages as well. Hola, welcome to the stream. So yeah, that is really... I think sometimes... Maybe I get the English wrong, but it is how I read it. But I mean, Genesis and everyone got it kind of the same. I think they will bring out a clarification. I don't think you can randomly place a tower on the map. Because when a tower is not connected to a fortress, it's no territory. So why should you place a tower anywhere? I don't know. And the next thing is how will you go there? Yes, when you place it so far, yeah, maybe with the staff teleport or bring the builders over there when you want to build it. I mean, and I think that fellowship system kind of, and you can use heroes from others, would be exciting to know if when someone else uses your hero, it costs your stamina and you can't use it at the same moment. And yeah, how it is limited and stuff like that. But that kind of works like the mastery skill, but you don't replace a skill, you just replace a completely hero. So I think it is super limited. It is super limited. Maybe you share the merits for it or whatever. But that is, I think, that supports the low spenders and the free to play, and that is a great change. And there's also that share heroes and artifacts and make use powerful features such as Legion's teleportation. That could kind of mean from who is in your fellowship, the 5 people, maybe they can just send the legions like with a staff to them or something like that, because it says legion teleportation, not city teleportation. Maybe a kind of free staff you can just teleport to the legions of your fellowship group or something like that. I mean, there is a lot of changes in a new season of Strife, but I totally like it. And normally when you would have season talents, they would have showed up in the features. And as they are not there, I guess we don't get them. When my Moonbear is stacked, I'm gonna be wanted in those groups with whales so I can garrison. True. I mean, but when we assume at the map, I mean, the camps will probably be... The question is, will there only be four servers in a KVK? Or will they do it like they did it before, that they sometimes put in a starting region 2 servers or something like that? Because from that map, maybe it's kind that the camps together are then Nuvola and Forgotten Lands and Dalaran and Suland, because that kind of works. But you see also, when I see that correct, in the middle is the Flame Dragon. So everyone has access to the Dragon Zone from the starting regions. And we have less zones. We have a Zone 1, a Zone 2, and the End Zone. I don't know what we are doing 50 days there, but maybe with that placement of the different buildings, it could be that, yeah, changes can... Sometimes when you think a season is lost because you can't build anymore or something like that, you just place a fortress, can heal up, place out anything. Great, now I cannot Veil and just follow around the Veil so I can get all the free artifacts and hero buffs. The new pet system is trash. Yeah, I think it's not trash, the new pet system. I think it gives us good possibilities. The one picture looks like a tower rally. Seems like we have now to garrison towers. You are right. Look at but doesn't that look like just a destroyer? But I know what you mean. There are that kind of... I have no idea how that is in English called. It looks a little bit more powerful, like a normal destroyer. But what is the sense when it is not, when it has not to be built within the boundaries of Alliance territory? I mean, that would really be crazy. Yeah, could be a possibility for G2 and G3 servers, I think. It doesn't mention and garrison towers, but yeah, the images kind of look like it's getting rallied. Yeah, it's just a destroyer. Hi, Princess. Hi, Seven Bank. Welcome. Welcome to the stream, guys. Would not surprise me if they don't mention changes. Yeah, I mean, they have to clarify that, and I kind of assume they will probably coming a video out. I just wanted to do a quick live stream for especially the G2 servers who are in KVK right now. I guess they can't see it in their game, and then they can just look in the live stream doing a screenshot, and we will probably get more info soon. But I was just so excited when I read that. But overall, I think if they change a little bit the seasons, spice them up with new features, I like that. I totally like that. That makes the game super, super exciting when you have to plan out new. But imagine they put together that teams. And then people have finally played together who have some drama and stuff in the past, and then they have to arrange it because the game just put them together. That that will be exciting to look. But I think that is totally what I always say. I said that I think I had a talk a little bit. We have a big group with some old people I play in G2, and I always say that I think Diplo should just be made like this, that people put away their personal feelings and stuff like that, that they make the best gameplay for everyone, and that is probably the game now doing for us. And no one can complain anymore about unfair matchup. Probably they can blame the devs then, if they're not happy with the matchup. But that will be super exciting. So that means you register for it. Then you will be divided into A, B, C, D class. A and B class realms can team up together as C and D class realms. But that means A and C maybe is a bigger server, and B and D maybe is a mid-power server. But it also says the realms with the most power in their class will be designed. Okay, so maybe the A and the C will be that Paragon realms, and they cannot team up together. Something like that. I hope we get more changes, not just these. I mean, I think the previous updates we got, they were all in a good direction. We finally got the auto battling, the auto catching warpads and stuff like that. So I think we got some new nice changes, definitely. I'm super looking forward to the new mages because we had a super long home realm phase right now. We have 5 weeks on home realm. And I thought maybe when we have to wait so long, they will synchronize the G2 and G3 servers with us, but that's not happening as well because I think, Silas, you probably know it better when you're still here. When is your season ending? In the G2 servers, I think when I remember correctly, they will be end in the 10th or 12th or 17th of December. And our registration is already on the 5th of December, so in 2 days. Oh, on 24 December, your season ends. Yeah, you see. And we have the matchmaking already on the 11th of December. Here we have now, look, we have here registration. Then you have a classification. But that can be interesting. So you have to register for it. Then your realm is awaiting for classification. So they made you A, B, C, or D. You can view other realms, join their team, or invite. So you make the team together. So you team up before, and then your team gets a matchmaking. Okay, so you basically can still choose your allies. Look at this. I didn't see that, guys. That I think clarifies that a lot. So you can basically team up. You have your classification, and then you probably, I think EIS from the power, we will definitely be one of the high power classifications, what is probably A. So we can basically probably choose into a pool between mid-power servers. Then we can talk with them, say, hey, do we want to be a team? And then this team gets matched up. Interesting. So, yeah, but that means the question is, will there be a team in each starting region, or will it be that it's weird with the map? Because, for example, I don't, but then it doesn't work because here it says you have 2 camps. So, But it could be possible that you maybe share a starting region with your team. Or, yeah, you and your team get a starting region and the other team get the starting regions. Super interesting. But that's based on a cool way of doing it. Dark says EIS won't go to new SOS remap, by the way. Hellrider, did he say that? No way. Let me check. Did he say that anywhere? Nah, I don't think so. We always sign in for the new stuff. Dark is not. It is just when you say that now here, then you can make a screenshot and then you can post it on official Discord again. And for sure, we will go for that season. I don't think we won't, unless there is a good exception. But everyone plays normally the next season again. I mean. But it is cool. I mean, that is really cool. So, but look at the timeline. 5 is registration. It is a really short time. You don't have so much time either to build that teams, I assume. It's maybe 1 or 2 days. It depends. When you do the registration, how fast you get a classification. And then, but it is only 6 days in between registration and matchmaking. What kind of means maybe, yeah, they need a day or 2, and then you have to do your teams. But what happens if you don't find a team, for example? I really need some clarification here, guys. I really need some clarification here. But it's good that I looked at the timeline again. The 2 camps will set out from 4 regions of Beleren. But that kind of means that probably 4 servers are on a map, like Genesis, like you said at the beginning, 2 high power maybe and 2 mid power or something like that. He said it in COD Discord. He gave an argument why not to, so I don't know he's trolling or not. I don't know, just passing the message. Hellrider, when was that recently? Probably. I mean, the thing is, people pick up in the middle of something, and Dark is sometimes really trolling. Sometimes I don't think we skipped that season. But I mean, if a season is from the, I mean, you can always choose in between different seasons. When we go back here, you could still choose that one. That is the last one we had with the 6 camps. But I think the new one is better. So. It kind of depends. It kind of depends what EIS will do. I will definitely do some streamings when we team up, when we get our matchmaking. But I mean, Genesis, we can still play against each other. Echo EIS is possible, in my opinion. We probably just have to team up with another server, and then we can fight finally. I'm so looking forward. Genesis and me playing together since season 1. He's in Echo and me in EIS, and I kind of want to fight him. We want to have some fun. At least dragon looks nice. What do you mean? Is there a new dragon? Isn't it just a normal flame dragon? And welcome, George. I hope you're doing well. My content creator buddy. I think it's the normal flame dragon. I don't think there will anything change. I mean, George, what is George thinking? George is a free-to-play player. Do you like the fellowship system? When you can, 5 lords can build that fellowship, and they can share heroes and artifacts. I mean, isn't that a big W for the free-to-play? Dragon on the screen. Oh, that one. You mean that one? But I think George, you will agree with me. That is big W for a free-to-play, and he's saying from the SOS 3 screen. Yeah, I got it now. Guys, it is just my lunch break. I saw it and thought make a quick live stream. We are looking through it, and everyone can check that. Need to get on that mana. So yeah, I'm super excited, but I need really to clarify that. But I can take you. I mean, registration is soon. That is in 2 days. Then we will see the team, what we can choose, and I kind of expect they will give us some more information. But I didn't get any system mail yet or anything. And in my morning, it was a little bit bugged at the beginning. Not everyone could see the new season of Strive. Borrowing artifacts from Wales. Yeah, I think Fellowship is really it's really great. Because that game is so much a team game, and sometimes I came in the G1 server EIS when I had just unlocked my T5 Vestals, yes, and when I looked at my login days, I had 150 or 180 days less login days like them. So even if you was a spender, but you can't keep up. They had many more seasons and rewards. They had many more time to build their account. They had many more artifact events and stuff like that. So, and I can't even imagine how that is for a free to play or for a very low spender. So that is kind of something what makes the team sound behind Call of Dragons. And I think Call of Dragons is a community team game. Yes, it is much about a team. So that is really, in my opinion, the biggest win. Borrow infantry calf heroes too. True. My heroes are trash. On my infantry, I'm working right now. That should be very interesting. Free to play will be more viable. Yeah, George, I agree. And I assume it will be limited. I assume it will be maybe limited to 2 heroes or something like that. The Legion teleportation, I don't know yet. If it can be an advantage, then maybe one of the Fellowship ports on the one side and one on the other side, and you can just arrange stuff faster. But there is the big thing. I will also, it will be interesting if it uses the stamina of the Wales heroes. I think it probably will, or you get maybe a few extra stamina for giving it out or something like that. But that means also a few whales or a good amount of whales can carry a team. What is also then, but it is super cool. Features like that, I like to see that. The building, I have no clue how that will work when you can build every single building, yeah, and no longer need to be built within the boundaries of Alliance territory. Interesting. But when I sometimes remember, you couldn't make a comeback because it was so far away and you had to build and then you had to delete towers in another region and stuff like that. And with that one, you can really, when you get pushed back, you can heal up in the hospital and then you can maybe make a comeback after 3 or 4 days. You prepare everything and then you just make sure that you staff teleport all your armies at one time anywhere, build your new fortress and build from there. Would be interesting. What I personally don't like is if it's really like that we can't rally a city anymore, because I think Call of Dragons already is super player friendly in that. I can just tell you guys, in Age of Empires Mobile, for example, there you are not safe on Alliance territory. Everyone can rally you. If you don't put a shield, you can get rallied. So in my opinion, Call of Dragons is already super comfortable that you are safe on Alliance territory, and that is a little bit part of the game as well. That is my personal opinion. I know some people see that different, but yeah, that is something what makes it so easy for people who are just slacking and forgetting getting AFK and they anyway save after. Depends. If it works like a siege tower bombing out that you won't be visible on the map before you log in back, or maybe you get just randomly ported. So we have to see how that works. I like that the army groups are there again, because I think the army groups are when you plan some pushes and stuff like that, especially also the infantry for the when you have big open field fights. But yeah, we are 50 days in that map and we only have 2 zones. So Or maybe we have, maybe first, maybe that could also be possible that they maybe open first the zone between Nuvola and Dalaran and Zuland and Forgotten Lands, and after they open the other ones between Forgotten Lands and Dalaran and Nuvola and Zuland. I say probably all the words wrong. Daralan, something like that. Yeah, interesting. Interesting. But it seems we can still we still need Diplo talks, at least for the team you build up. But I also think it's good. Then you can just choose a team which what you have good relationships, and that would be so cool. Then I can finally, when they synchronize the G2 servers to the G1 servers, then I can finally play with all my buddies again. I agree. 4 Kingdoms is good. 2 versus 2 every time. I 100% agree. I said that earlier in my stream. The 6 starting regions, 3 versus 3, as in my opinion, was too much. I kind of like that, guys. Okay, we got really some cool new features. I just want to do a quick live stream because I know a lot of the G2 servers, they don't see that probably yet in their game, that they can have a little bit of overview. So thanks for everyone who was here. I have to go back to work. It is middle in the day in Germany. This was just my lunch break. So thanks for everyone who was here in my stream. If you enjoyed the time, please drop a like on the stream. Consider subscribing to my channel here on Princess TV. I would like it. And I wish you all a great week. I will definitely update you. Let's see if the devs gives us some more information soon about our new features. And then we will see with who we team up, or maybe, let's see what EIS is doing. I have asked Dark later. What is our plan? But I kind of assume, we definitely go for the Season of Strife 3. And if not, I will update you as well. So have a great week, everyone. Happy gaming and much love, your princess.